Hello, myself Ainslin K. Matthew, a creative computing year 1 student in BSU. Today I will be explaining all my semester 1 code lab activities. So my first exercise is named as coding is cool. So basically this exercise teaches more on string concatenation. So the main task is to print or get an output of a 3-word sentence but by using string concatenation. So for getting the answer, the first thing I have did is to divide the words, divide my sentence and put in different variable names. Since this question was in a fill in the blanks format, I have given the same variable name as in the question, and now I have divided and wrote it in different variable names. Then now for combining this variable into one single sentence, I have used a string concatenation. So for that I have given another variable named as C, and I have added all the other variables together using the addition operator. And in the middle of each word, I have added quotation marks to leave some space between the words. Okay, now after printing the C variable, I will be getting coding is cool. Now why I have exactly used quotation marks is because to leave space between these sentences. Here is my exercise 2, which is named as simple sum. This is also similar to the first exercise, but in this question, I won't be using strings or names. I will be using integers instead of these strings. So here I have taken two numbers, which was there in the question, and we have to add to get their sum value. For that, I have took two other variables named as mango and strawberry. With each variable, I have added the int, which means integers. And now for getting the sum, I have added both the mango and the strawberry in another variable known as grapes. Now when I print for the output, and when I print my output, I'll be getting the answer as 18, since this is the sum value of 8 plus 10. So my third exercise is named as biography. So this exercise teach more on the usage of dictionary. So but then this question is divided into two parts, basic biography and advanced biography. So right now I'll be doing the first part. So the first part of the question gives us a task to create a program, okay, which stores personal information, into the dictionary, and also print the output in single print statement. Using only single print statement, I have to write all my information. Now first I have stored the information with common variable names like name, hometown, age. After that I have stored the same information in dictionary format. Now how can we understand if it is in dictionary format or not? Because of the curly brackets. With the help of the curly brackets, we can identify that this is a dictionary. Then inside the brackets I have used simple keys like A, B, and C. For my simple variables, and so when I print the statement in a single line, it will be more easier. Okay? And in the print statement, I have used slash n over here, okay, between the informations, which is the dictionary one. Between that, I have used slash n. And f is not a function, okay, and slash n is used for writing each information in separate lines. Now, when we print the statement, we will be getting the stored information, but in different lines. That's right. And now the second part of this exercise is where we let the users input their information instead of already stored values or information. We will be asking the user to input their information. Okay? So first, for that, we will be asking the user for their full name. Okay, for why is full name asked? As for the question, we have to ask the users for their full name. So for that, I have put int, which is input, before the question. Why? Because so that the users can input their answers. Okay, and over here I have wrote dot strip bracket. Okay, so dot strip bracket is used in here so that we could remove all the extra spaces around the input. Okay, the same way we'll be asking the question for the hometown also, and then when it comes to the age, we will be using loops. So why is loops used in here? It is used to fulfill what the question asks. The question asks us to do. Okay, the question says to test the program by also entering the string value. If the user enters the string value, then this loop will ask the user to change the string value into an integer so that the user gives a numerical value. Okay, the loop goes on until they give the loop goes on until the user has given a numerical value. Okay, so the loop starts by while. Okay, so the loop starts by while, and then the next line we can see try. Okay, so try helps in finding if the user has made a mistake by writing integers into word form. Okay, like for example, if the user has wrote 20 in English form instead of 20. Okay, so try helps us in finding that. Okay, then next part. After writing the question, okay, next we'll be writing the question with the int, which is integer, in an input. We'll be asking the question to the user, and then break is used. Okay, so break is used to break the loop. Okay, if the user has given the correct numerical value, the break helps the loop to stop. Okay, if not, then the loop goes on, and the except value error. The next line comes the except value error. So over here, except value error helps in finding error and inform the user that they have made this mistake. Here, the statement printed if the answer is wrong is the input you have entered is not valid. Please enter a number for your age. So if the user write 20 instead of 20, they will be printing this one. Okay, so until they give a numerical value, this thing will be printed. Okay? And then later here we are printing each information using dictionary method. So by using dictionary method, we are printing each information and different lines. Okay, so this is what the answer output will be. So we will be giving a full name and the next hometown and then age. If we are writing a numerical value, the information will be given. If not, this is going to happen. The input you have entered is not valid. Please enter a number for your age, and then we have to enter that number to get an answer. Okay, for now, for the exercise 4, named as primitive quiz, the primitive quiz also has been divided into two parts, such as basic primitive quiz and standard primitive quiz. So this is the basic part. So the first part of the quiz, okay, the first part of the quiz is asking to create a program, okay, write a program, create a program where a question is asked, okay. So we will be asking the user a question. So the question over here is what is the capital of France, and wait for their response. Okay? And if the answer is correct, then the output will be shown as the answer is right or the answer is correct. If not, then the answer will be the answer is not right or the answer is wrong. So here the question is what is the capital of France, and then we have to create it using if else statement. How can we print the answer as correct or wrong by using if else statement? First, we will be asking the user the question, what is the capital of France, and we will be allowing them to input their answer. Okay, next step is writing if else statement. So if the answer equals to Paris, okay, then if the answer is Paris, then print the answer as correct, and else print the answer as wrong. If the answer is Paris, then the answer will be correct, or else it will be wrong. The twist over here is we could only write Paris with P capital over here. So over here, if we write the answer as Paris, then the answer is correct. But then here there's a twist. So we have to write the answer as Paris by writing the starting letter as P. But if we are writing the same Paris with a small letter, the answer will be wrong. So that's when we are going to use our standard primitive quiz. So here in the advanced requirement, the question is same, where we will be asking questions about the 10 other European countries too, okay, not just the capital of France, but 10 other European countries capitals too, and looking if the user has given the correct answer or not, with the help of if else statement. Okay, just like the previous part of this question. Okay, basic primitive quiz. But the twist over here is even if the user types the answer with capital or lowercase, the answer should be correct. Okay, for that we will be using a function. We will be using a function dot lower bracket. So dot lower bracket and dot strip bracket is used. Okay, so first we will be writing asking the user the question. So here, what is the capital of France? So the first question is what is the capital of France? We are asking it to the user, and then the next step is if else statement. So if the answer is Paris, okay, doesn't matter if it is the Paris is with capital P or smaller p, it doesn't matter. So for that we are writing a function over here, dot struct bracket and dot lower bracket. So this helps. So dot struct is used to remove all the spaces, and dot lower is used so that even if it is lower or uppercase, it doesn't matter. And then the answer will be printed as the answer you have given is correct. The answer you have given is wrong. If the answer is correct. If the answer is wrong, then the printed statement will be the given answer is wrong. So the same way I have created 10 other European countries capitals too. So here we can try out the answer. So the first question will always be what is the capital of France? I can either write PRIS. The answer will be correct. And now for Austria, if I want to write in small letter, it doesn't matter. Sorry. The answer will be correct. So now the fifth exercise is named as days of the month. Okay. So the task for this exercise is to create a program, okay, that tells the user how many days are there in total. Okay, how many days are there in total for a month. Okay, by using dictionary. Okay, a dictionary. There in this question, it asks us to create a dictionary, and key variables will be the month numbers. Okay, the key variables will be the month numbers, and month numbers, and the values are the number of days in a month. Okay. So basically, January is the first month, so the number key variable will be 1. February is the second month, so the key variable will be 2. So how many days are there in the first month? 31 days are there. So this is the values over here. Okay, values are the number of days in a month. Okay. Then the question also asks us to use if else statement. Okay, we have to use the if else statement. For that, first and foremost, we will be writing a variable name days of the month, and then putting the key variables and the values inside the dictionary, okay, using the curly brackets. Here is a month number, okay, here is a month number and the number of days in a month. Okay, we are now assuming that February is a non-leap year. Okay, after completing the dictionary, okay, the next step is to add if else statement, where we will ask the user to input a serial number. Okay, we will be asking the user to input a serial number, which is a key variable. Okay, after checking if the user has inputted the serial number which is there in the dictionary, the output prints telling this many days are there this month. Okay, if the user gives a serial number which is not from 1 to 12, then the output prints the input which the user has given is not valid. For example, if the user has given a serial number which is there from 1 to 12, okay, for example 7, so 7, then the answer will be printing as 31 days. Okay, so there are 31 days in the 7th month, okay, which is July. If the user instead of writing a serial number from 1 to 12, if the user put 13 as a serial number, then the statement will be printing as sorry, the input you have given is not a month, which is not there. Okay, there are only 12 months, so the month is not available. So that we can see over here we have used try except value error. So why did we use that? To find if the user is inputting a numerical value or not. Okay, if not, the output prints to input a numerical value. Okay, so they will be showing this message. If the for example, if the user is telling SIX6, okay, instead of 6 as an integer value, if the user is typing SIX, then this print value, this statement will be printed. It's an invalid input. Please enter a numerical value between 1 and 12 to get your answer. Now this question also has advanced requirements. Okay, where the question asks us to program for both non-leap and leap year. Okay, so over here the first part, the February is a leap year. Okay, so the answer will be the input which we are going to get is the number of days in that month is 30, so 4th month is April, so the month is the numerical value will be 30. See the answer how it works. So yeah, the question will be asked enter the serial number of the month. So if I am typing 4, the number of the days in the month is 30, so the 4th month is April, which has only 30 days. Okay, now what if I type 13? Sorry, the input you give is not a month. Please enter a number between 1 to 12 to get your answer. Okay, so this is the first part. So this question also has the advanced requirement where the question is asking us to program for both non-leap year and leap year, okay, for the February part. So every part of this question is like the previous question itself, like for example making key variables in dictionary, and if else statement is same. The only difference here is to check if the user has entered serial number 2. If the user is putting serial number as 2, then we have, if yes, then ask the user if they want the number of days of a leap year or a non-leap year. Okay, after the user gives the answer for that, print the output. Okay, so if they want the answer for the leap year, then we will be putting the answer for the leap year 1, leap year day. If not, the non-leap year date will be put. Okay. If they want to know about leap, then the output will be 29, or else it will be 28. Okay. So here, if we check, we are using everything similar. So day of the month, writing it in the dictionary format. Then try except value error method. So the first part is where we are asking the question, and then second part we are seeing if the user has said a number between 1 to 12. Then if the number is 2, then the question will be if the user wants a leap year or not a leap year. Okay, do you want to know about a leap year? If the answer is yes, answer will be 29, or else the answer will be 28. Then the next one is seeing if the months are there, like the serial number which they gave is there or not, and if the number of the days is there, then the answer will be 29, otherwise it will be 28 days. Okay, for all the other months, look up serial numbers. So for all the other serial numbers, it will be the same as before. Okay, and show the user the output. Okay, the number of the days in a month is this much. If the number is not there, like if it is more than 12, then show this answer. Sorry, the input you have given is not a month. Okay, then if the user is given a value, okay, for example, four instead of the numerical value, then this answer will the print statement will be shown. So let's check the answer. Okay, so if we type 2, then they will be asking this question: do you want to know about the leap year? If I say yes, it has 29 days. Similarly, no, the number of the days is 28. So the next exercise is the sixth exercise, named as brute force attack, brute force attack. Okay, the task of this activity or this activity is to program a password entry system, where the correct password over here is 12345. Okay, so 12345 is the correct password. Okay, and so here we will be asking the user for the correct password. Okay, until the user gives a correct input, the loop goes on. So the if else statement loop goes on, telling the user that the answer you have given is wrong. So when the user gives a right answer, then the loop breaks and prints the output as the answer is right. So if we check over here, the first thing we will be doing is writing the correct password, saying login password. Okay, this activity will be asking the user to give the password and checking if the password is correct or wrong. Okay, so this the above variable shows the correct password. The login password is the correct password. Okay, now over here we will be opening our loop by with the help of by. Okay, so then now the next thing is user password. So we will be asking the user to input the password. Okay, so now we will be checking. Okay, this line says if the password which the user has given is correct to the one which we have assigned, then print login successful. Okay, then the print will be login successful. Okay, then the loop is stopped by the help of break. If not, the user has given a wrong input, and then the statement will be printing as login fail, check your password again. Okay, so that's how we will be printing the password. So we will be trying over here. Okay, so if we are giving some other password, so login fail, check your password. So then they will be showing again a loop, so where we can put our password. So login successful when we give the right answer. Question is also having additional requirement, optional requirement. So for the additional requirement over here, it is asking us to create the same program, exact same program which we created before, with including maximum attempts of 5. Okay, with maximum of 5 password attempts. Okay, after that the user won't be able to enter. Okay, so first what we'll do. So first we will write the correct password, then the maximum amount of time the user can try attempting the password. Then this is where the starting counts. Okay, so the first attempt will be considered 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, each time it will be increasing with the 1, and then Then with the help of the loop, the user will get to attempt 5 times. Okay, so here in the question, it is set maximum of 5. So here, when we start the loop with the help of 5, the user will be getting 5 attempts. Then over here, we'll be asking the user to write the password, okay, write the right password. Okay, then after each attempt, it will be decreased by 1. So if the user is typing a wrong password, each time it will be decreasing by 1. Okay, and if the user inputs the correct answer, if the answer is correct, okay, if the answer input is correct, then the break is used where the loop will be stopped with the help of break. Okay, or else if not, okay, if the break is not the loop is not break, or else it will give the user 5 chances, okay, 5 more chances to write the answer. Okay, after that, this statement is printed. Okay, this statement is printed, telling the user that their attempts are over. Now they can type in again. Okay, so let's try. So over here, the right password is 1 2 3 4. Okay, but then we will be attempting it. No, so incorrect password, you have 4 more attempts remaining. Okay, so next one is 5 5 5. Now 3 more attempts, 2 more attempts, correct password. Okay, so the answer is correct password. So the next question, which is exercise 7, is named as sum counting, where a couple of questions are given, and with the help of loops, we have to answer. So the first question is asking us to create a program that counts from 0 to 50 by adding one number each time. Okay, so which means we will be getting the output as 0, 1, 2, 3 to 50. So for getting the output, I have given the print statement, and over here I have given from where to where it should count, and by adding where to where it should be count, and by adding how many steps. So here I wrote 0, so it will be starting from 0. Then next I wrote 51, so it will only count till 50. So I wrote till 51, so that it will only count 50. 51 will be considered not considered. So it will only count till 50, and then 1, I wrote 1, so it will only add one step or one step each time. So the next question also follows the same steps here, but we will be going in descending order from 50 to 0, one time each. So it will be like 50, 49, 48 till 0. So here again I wrote a -1, so that the answer will be counting only till 0, and -1 over here tells that we have to minus 1 from each number. Okay, same way. Next question, here it is from 30 to 50, and next here it is from 30 to 50, where we will be adding +1 each time when we are doing. So 30, 51, so it will only count till 50. And here it is also similar, which is 50 to 10. We will be doing it in descending order, but then over here we have to subtract it by 2. So it will be like 50. Then after that it will be 48. Then after that it will be 46, and so on till 10. We need answer till 10. So the thing which I wrote over here is 9. So we will be getting the answer 10. So 50 to 10. So negative two numbers we have to decrease. And then the last question, next one is from 100 to 200, adding 5 numbers each. This time we have to add 5 numbers. We have to count it in ascending order. So the question will be like 100, 105, and so on till 200. So over here I have wrote 201, so that it will end up in 200. So the answer is over here. The answer is over here. This is counting down from 50 to 0 by subtracting 1 each time. And this is counting up from 30 to 50 by adding 1 each time. This one counting down from 50 to 10 by subtracting 2 times. And this one, last one, counting up from 100 to 200 by adding 5 each time. So the next exercise is exercise 8. The exercise 8 is named as simple search. So simple search, the main task is to find a name. So the task is to search for a name called Sam, and from among a list of other names. Okay, now from the given list, the task is to search for a name called Sam. So for that, first we will be writing the list of names given. So the list of names given from the question, we will be writing it in order, and then from among them we have to find if Sam is there in the list. Okay, so for that we will be writing a variable name called name to find, and we will be writing Sam, and then after that we will be using to find the name, we will be using if else statement. So if else statement. So if this name Sam is there in the list, then we will be writing Sam is there in the list. So the output will be printing as the Sam is there in the list. If Sam is not there in the list, then this will be printing Sam is not there in the list. Let's see if Sam is there in the list. Since Sam is there in the list, the answer will be printing as Sam is there in the list. So this question has an optional requirement. So basically, the optional requirements for this question is to program it to be used by the user. So that user will be able to type a name. If it's there in the list, the answer will be printing as, yeah, the name you're looking for is there on the list. If the name is not there, then the name you searched is not there on the list. So for that, first we will be writing, we will be following the same method which we used in the basic one. So over here, first we will be writing the list of names from the question, and then we will be asking the users for their input answers. So we are asking here the question for them, so that they will be entering a name. So then after that we will be opening our if else statement. So if else statement, over here I wrote if input name, which is this variable name, and dot logger. So the dot logger is used so that even if the user is typing Jake with the capital or lowercase, still the answer will be found, and the user will be getting an output as the name Jake is there in the list. So that's the reason why I have wrote dot lower brackets over here. So let's find out the answer. So the question will be asked, enter a name you want to find from the list. So we can write any name, for example, Zach, and this will be the answer we are getting. Good job, the name you're looking for is there on the list. So yeah, what if we write a name which is not there on the list? Sorry, the name we searched is not there on the list. So that is our answer. So the ninth exercise name is hello. So the ninth exercise name is hello, and this is in the fill in the blanks format. So here we want to print hello. For that, what we have to write is hello in the print statement. Okay, so the question is basically like this in a fill in the blanks format. So over here we can see a hello function. This is a function. So hello, where we will have to print. Okay, so the statement should be hello. When the answer comes, the answer should be hello. So for that, over here we have to write the print statement where we will be writing print hello. So this thing will be printed, or the output given will be hello. So the next part is main function. Okay, so main function main is also a function. Okay, so it will be the place where the main part of the program will be. So what exactly is a main function? So the main function telling that the main activity or the main output we want is from the hello function. So after writing a bunch of functions or code, we want something to be main. We want something to be played first. So or the answer or the output to be first. So we will be using this main function so that this thing will be used first. So the hello function is what we consider to be main in this question. So we will be writing hello function under the main function. So the question over here is main function. So over here we will be writing hello function. The next part. After that under if underscore name underscore which is equals to main. So this line tells us or asks the code to run first. So the main function. Okay, so this comes under the main function where we are asking the main function to run first. So the whatever is written in the main function will be running first before all the other things. So it will be running directly. We will write what to run directly. So over here hello function will be running smoothly first. So this is the answer, hello. So the last 10th exercise name is it even? So in this exercise we have to check if the number which the user input is even or not odd. For that, first we have to write a function. Okay, so a function with if else statements under it. Okay, So the function which let the user know if the number is even or odd. Okay? So we will first create an if-else statement telling that if the number is divisible by 2, then it is an even number. If the number is not divisible by 2, else if the number is not divisible by 2, then it will be an odd number. Okay? Then the next after that we have to put this function to the main function. Okay? So that it tells that the above function we just made is the main function and the output for that will be given. Okay? So here if you check, we have used try except value error. Okay, so why did we use that? So that whatever the user inputs can be detected if the just to check if the input which the user has given is in numerical form or not. Okay, so over here we will be writing the question so that the user will be typing in a number, and then this number will be checked with the function check number function. So the check number function tells basically if it is divisible by 2 or not. If it is divisible by 2, then this will be the answer. It is an even number. If it is not divisible by 2 or divisible by 2, then it's an odd number. So if it is not in a numerical form, if the user gives not in numerical form, then this statement will be printed. The input is invalid. Please enter a numerical value to get your answer. So as we can see over here, there's too many print statements. Okay, so which one should be printed first? So for that we write this function. So this function helps in running the main program directly before any other print statements. Okay, so we have wrote main function. So the main function will be functioning first before printing any other thing. So let's see the answer. So here we will be the user will be getting a question, so they can type in any answer. So it will be first seeing if the number which the user has done is divisible with 2. If it is divisible with 2, then it is an even number. If it is not visible or divisible by 2, then it will be doing 7 is an odd number. So now what if we write 2 in not a numerical form? Then this is the answer. The input is invalid. Please enter a numerical value. Thank you so much.